Bangkanajan, and today I'm going to share to you the very first step on working with your migration papers. And that is going to cic.gc.ca, the website. I'll try to help you move around cic.gc.ca. cic.gc.ca is again the website that I went to when I downloaded all the application forms for our immigration. So this is the home page, and obviously I click English because I don't know French. I wish I knew. And there are several options for you. Either you want to come here to Canada for work, for study, or for permanent residency. We'll just go to look for an application form right now. The federal skilled worker option is no longer available, and it was the one that I applied for when we came to Canada. So I'll try to find a similar package or document list for you. So let's click on the application package and not just form by form so that we don't miss out any forms. Let us select immigrate, visit, work, or study. So what are we applying for? To work and live permanently in Canada. So what options do we have right now? We have several, but the newest one that I think I would be familiar with is this provincial nominee. Again, there's no federal skilled worker option anymore. So let's try going apply on paper. And then let's get the whole application package. Every time you launch a page, you always read what's there. Okay? Don't just browse, you read and try to understand. So the package includes everything. These are the documents that you have to download one by one because these are the forms. And this is the name of the form actually. Let's go with a checklist. Like what I said, this was not the same checklist that I worked with because I was working with federal skilled worker checklist. But this is sort of similar. You have the provincial nominee and the Quebec skilled worker. Again, don't miss out all those notes and all those important notices. Read and reread any document that you download. Because again, if you don't do that, your application will be refused. If you missed out a signature, if you missed out a date, then your application will be refused. And all your work will just go and be garbage. Here they said that if you see the PNC column, that means it's the provincial nominee and it's required for that application. And if it's QSW, it is for Quebec selected skilled worker. So we go further down and we have this. So this is the name of your form. And if you go back to the package, so that means this is the form that you need to attach. You complete this form and then you attach it. And once you have completed that, you check. Okay, is it PNC or QSW that you're applying for? So PNC only. Let's just say PNC only. You're not going to Quebec. Completed and signed by the principal applicant only. That means whoever passed in points when it comes to skills. Here you have the background declaration. This is the form, not the supporting document, just the form. And everybody who's coming with you should sign this one. Okay. So now these are the additional forms. Again, you have to read this one. Do not submit originals unless otherwise stated. So if it says original, then you need to submit the original form. Original original form. If we go further down, you will see here copies. That means you don't need to submit your original travel document and passports. You just need to submit a copy. You have here proof of language proficiency, and it's just a copy. So it's the result of whatever exam you had for your English assessment. So for my case, I took IELTS. And what was good with what I did was I took a 2 weeks review. If you're confident with your English, go ahead and take IELTS without the review. But it helped me a lot. It was my first time to take such a test, and I'm not familiar with the scenario, what happens during an exam, that type of exam I mean. So it helped me a lot, like tips on how to write your essay, on how to capture the keywords. Here, what does this mean? Copies unless otherwise stated. You will need copies for these, but the original for this form. Now, this form is needed if you are going with your common law partner. That means you don't have a marriage certificate. The original is for this form only, but obviously these are just copies of your joint bank account statements to prove that you are really a common law partner. So police certificates and clearances, these are from your NBI or police bureau in whatever place you're in. Photos, this one is also important. So make sure you read and reread the checklist before you submit and make notes. On my case, I had, I think, 4 drafts of these, and I had pencil markings on each side, taking notes of what I missed or what I am missing, and then until I am complete, I take this part. And lastly, you would need to pay for the processing, and you need to mail it to the Nova Scotia address. Everything is in cic.gc.ca. So if you need help, there's a link here on how to fill one out. And that link has the frequently asked questions. If you're still not confident, read and reread everything. And if you are really still not confident, then go ahead and ask help from an agency. But if you really take time to read everything, you don't need an agency. Trust me, I did it myself. What I shared to you was just the first step of the process. At least now you're familiar with the checklist and how it works, and you know where to get the application package. Hope you learned something. Bangka na dyan, signing off! Hi, Bangka na dyan here, and today I'm going to share to you